All right, let's get straight into it. Today, we're going to crack the code on your GCSE Physics exam. We're going to laser focus on just one single mark question. And you might be thinking, just one? But trust me, by understanding how to get this 1 mark, you'll uncover a strategy that can boost your score across the entire paper. Let's do this.
So, here's our challenge for today. It's only worth a single mark, but, these are the marks that add up. These are the marks that push you up to the next grade boundary. And the question looks pretty simple on the surface, but this is where precision is absolutely everything. Let's see the exact wording.
Okay, there it is. Now, I want you to actually pause for a second and really think about it. How would you answer this? What's the very first thing that pops into your head? Got an answer in your head? Okay, hold that thought. Now let's break down how an examiner sees this. All right, so why do we even bother taking more readings in an experiment? Your first instinct is probably spot on. It's just, good science. But here's the thing about exams. Good science doesn't always get you the mark. You have to use the very specific language the examiner has been told to look for. I bet your answer was something along these lines, right? Spotting weird results, making things more reliable, cutting down on errors. These are all perfectly correct scientific reasons. But here's the absolute crucial part. An examiner isn't just looking for a correct idea, they are hunting for very specific keywords.
And this is the secret weapon. To guarantee you get that mark, you have to speak the examiner's language. And to do that, we go straight to the source, the official mark scheme. This is what they're actually ticking off on their list when they see your paper.
So what are they really looking for? What's the magic phrase? Let's pull back the curtain. What's the phrase that will absolutely guarantee you get that mark? Here's the first one. Boom, there it is. To identify any anomalous results. It's so simple, so precise, and it's perfect. It's all about that one perfect scientific term, anomalous results. You write that down, the mark is yours, no question. But that's not your only option. Yup, the mark scheme actually gives you a second chance to get it right. So let's check out the alternative answer that is just as good and will get you the full mark. And here's option number 2, to reduce the effect of random error. Random errors are those little unpredictable things that happen. Maybe your eye level wasn't quite right when you read the ruler, or there was a slight vibration. This phrase shows you get that taking more readings helps to balance out those small, unavoidable hiccups. So yeah, either one of those, and you've nailed it. Okay, now this is super important. This is where so many students trip up and lose a mark they thought they had. Some answers feel right, they sound sensible, but they just aren't precise enough for the examiner. It's like walking a tightrope between a right and a wrong answer. Just look at this table, it tells the whole story. On the right, in the insufficient column, to be able to draw a graph. Well, yeah, but that's not the scientific reason you do it. And to obtain an average? An average of what? It's way too vague. But look to the left, calculate an average for the spring constant. Now that is specific to the experiment, so that gets the mark. Same for saying it allows for a more accurate result. See the pattern? Vague gets you nothing. Specific gets you the mark. So let's just make sure we're all on the same page here. What even is an anomalous result? It's just a fancy term for an outlier, a weirdo data point that just doesn't fit in with the rest. If you plotted your data on a graph, this is that one weird dot that's just floating miles away from your nice, neat line of best fit. Using that exact term shows the examiner you know your stuff. I know what you might be thinking. All this for just 1 mark? But trust me, the lesson we've just learned is huge. This isn't just about one question on a spring. This is a key that unlocks marks across your entire exam paper. If you remember one thing from this, let it be this. Precision is everything. It is not enough to just know the science. You have to be able to communicate that science using the right language. Honestly, this is often the difference between a good grade and a truly great grade. So here's what you're going to do from now on. When you're revising, don't just learn the concepts. Go and look at past mark schemes and learn the phrases. Get to know the difference between a fuzzy general answer and a sharp, specific scientific one. You've got to ditch those vague answers like to make it a fair test. They're almost never what the examiner wants. Always, always aim for precision. All right, that's it for this one. But I'm leaving you with a mission. Take this question and apply it to your own work. Seriously, open up your revision notes right now. Look at a past paper. Start hunting for those golden phrases where using the exact right word could be the difference. That's how you level up. You've got this. Good luck.